Good afternoon, good evening. Today's focus，今天的专注要需要关注的好多东西是for example, when I'm building my office and home office, and excuse the noise from the AC. This is my remote sometimes. And in a way, sometimes when you're building your office, you have to look out for some personal interests that you had contributed your skills, your ideas, your vision, your investment, some of your knowledge, your experiences and pictures. And sometimes you have to work overtime. So you might have your pillow and your beddings or duvet. So that's French. Duvet, duvet, duvet. Yes, duvet, duvet cover. And you have to count the, thread count. So without further delay, I want to talk about some, books that are strategy books. I found this in the bookstore, and it said children strategies. And thinking back when I was a children, I was very hopeful and very idealist, not perfectionist. I knew things would not be perfect all the time, but it started and have the foundation platform that things is supposed to be precise. So that's the kind of child I was. And then if you want to talk about some of the medals that I had earned, it was from sports in Los Angeles. I did okay with the team sports, but within the schools, I was more timid and always observant. But I didn't do well in sports until I leave the city and sign up for some of the American leagues, and that was all American leagues. And that's how we made some friendships and was able to communicate and have some cultural exchanges. If you might talk about the wording flow that sometimes I have, I read better in a constant flow, but when I'm talking and speaking, I have to pay attention to the TV, the news and all. So let's talk about the strategy books really fast, right? I don't think that these are daily practice. I think these are more for references and just to describe a situation where sometimes you feel unjust, or you feel people are taking advantage of you or stepping all over you, or you might feel that you're being overthrown. I'm losing my chair, kind of. And then, so these are references, and it's kind of saying, hey, we're friends, right? Yeah, high five. And then, hey, I didn't say you can use that. I didn't say you can use that. And then you blame it on, hey, there are footprints in my office and I lost my notebook. And where would that go? Who is in that industry, so to speak? In that kind of perspective and reasoning. So then you have to learn that there are witnesses, and then there are multilateral international developments that might be counting on you to be contributing some of your ideas, or at least being having your office nice and neat and on key and in sight. So next, let's talk about the internet and computing. Okay, so this is from a next step, the next level, or looking more in depth, DEPTH, on USS Kitty Hawk's Rear Admiral's study of the arts of war in the Chinese philosophy books. Among the Chinese philosophy books, and there's so many. They have, for example, there was one. You know how? Have you heard of the Trojan? Have you heard of the Trojan story, the Trojan horse? So those were kind of the strategies and tactics, or the the winning battle kind of things. And then this is more how to have the kind of the crossfire kind of, or the pumse in Taekwondo, or the demonstration of paths and routes to earn someone's respect, or to earn someone's faith or trust. And this is the 36 calculatory moves in chess games. The 36 calculatory moves in chess games, or the calculated moves in chess games. So, for example, there's one that the attention dividing by looking pretty, or looking attractive. There is another one, borrowing the knife to cut the, to make the cut. So these are some books. So these are some of the books I would glance, but I would not pay attention. Are my subordinates able to refer to these? No, they would not have these in the office probably, but they have it, probably glance at it simply to understand that there are dangers in the world or in society on the streets. Not necessarily the way to directly at you, but just say, and then write you up. So that's another kind of understanding that we have. So let's begin talking about the internet and shopping for internet. Okay.